Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. Thank you for clicking on this video, I really do appreciate it. So today I thought we could do a look with this palette. All I've got on at the moment is foundation, concealer, skincare, I think that's it. This is an Iron Face palette, as you can see here. So let's start. I might mix contour and bronze. Normally I just go in with one or the other. So let's do this. And let's use, I've not used it since I washed it, so let's use this Japanesque. Doesn't have a number on it. So let's go in to the bronze shade first because that's darker, and then the contour shade. Oh, I've got highlighter on as well because there's no highlighter in that palette. I thought there was, but I think it's a finishing powder, you know. So I've got the Balm's Mary Lou one, and it doesn't look that pigmented. Excuse the hair, I need to straighten the fringe. I've used the bronzer and the blushes before. Not all of them, like I've not used the bottom two blushes, but the pink leaning ones for sure. That gives a real natural bronze, so I'm happy with that. Right, these bottom two are really bright. So we've got coral and we've got red. I don't want to use either one of those. I think I just want to go in with pink. Even though I'm doing a bronzy eye look, it doesn't matter. The purpose of the video is just to let you know about the palette. Is it worth it and whatnot. Oh, that's looking gorgeous. But it's very pigmented. Let's just blend that out a bit. Look how stunning it is there. Absolutely stunning. I don't think I can get rid of this palette. It was on chopping block. I think if anything, if I don't like the eyeshadows, I think I'll just keep it in my face palette drawer. Right, so I don't know what this is. Here, this light shade. I always thought it was a highlighter, but I don't think it is. I think it's maybe a finishing powder, so let's try it as a finishing powder then. When I did my Shop My Stash, it did come across a little bit glowy. There is a bit of glow in there, but I would say it's not a highlight, it's a finishing powder. I could be wrong though, so when I find out who this palette's by, because it is by an influencer, but I just can't remember the name. I saw it on the Revolution website the other day, so I'll put the name, obviously I'll put the name of the person who worked with Revolution to create this palette and let you know whose it is. Like, if I'm just going off this as a face palette, then do I think it's worth it? Probably not. Even though it's got at least a good, 5 products that I'd use with the I don't know if I could get away with that, but when I did the Shop My Stash, I put it on lightly on the back of my hand and it was okay. So I'd use those 4 powders and these 2 blushes here. I don't know about those 2 blushes, and then I don't know about the eyeshadows, so we're going to test the eyeshadows now as well. Let's put some setting spray on. So again, that's the one I'm working on at the moment. It smells absolutely stunning, guys. Let's go in. What I like about it is they have separated all this off from this. So I do like that, but it's tricky getting in it. So like I said in yesterday's Shop My Stash video, I just want to do like a neutral gold look. So we're going to start off with neutral. Just going to run this brush through the colour switch. This is like a browny orange. It's not the shade. It's not the shade I would have liked to have used, but it might go with that gold one. Oh gosh, and the more I'm blending it, the more orange it's getting. You know, I might have to blend out of my Project Pan palette because that's full of neutrals. And it seems to be blending out well. Yeah, I'd say it's more of an orange coral rather than a neutral shade, and it's got glitters in it, like fine particles of glitters, like a Colourpop sequin shade. Put some in the outer V and kind of flick that up. Yeah, I like how that's looking. Right, I want to deepen that out. Just run the brush through the colour switch, but deepen it out with what? Right, so we've only got a choice of aubergine or black. Let's try aubergine. Just run it through the colour switch. Just run it through the eye socket a little bit. I mean, it's not a bad palette, guys. It's blending out okay, and the shades are blending onto one another really good. So yeah, I think I'll keep it. And it's definitely a good iron face travel palette. Apart from the fact that you don't get highlight, but you can take that separately if you wanted to take it. I think on the Revolution website it's 15. I know I didn't pay more than £7.50 for this. I might have even paid £5 for it. Or maybe even got it with points, I can't remember. Right, so now what I need to do is go and get the glitter glue. It was on the bed all along, so it's the W7 Sparkle Slay. I was actually going to use this Pat McGrath one. For a change, shall we use the Pat McGrath? Because these don't last long. So let's... So this is, for you guys that don't know, this is the McGrath Labs Intensifieyes Artistry wand, and I need to use this more because it must be coming up for 12 months since I bought it. I bought it around Black Friday time, I'm almost sure of it. And it says it only lasts 6 months. Now I'm going in with this gold here. Look, you can tell I've not used them. And then we'll possibly do the white in the inner corner. Gosh, I don't even think I've swatched them, guys. No fingerprints on this at all. Oh my gosh, that gold is pigmented AF. We're just putting it, like, we're going to leave this space here where the aubergine shade is. Is it called aubergine? Yeah. All I'd say about the eyeshadows is they've not really been adventurous when they've called the eyeshadows what they've called them. I mean, like, this yellow gold shade is called gold, aubergine's called aubergine, neutral's called neutral, navy's called navy, which is a navy blue obviously. They feel a bit like, well, this one does this, it feels like a Super Shock. Like, I'll show you in a minute and you'll be able to see it looks almost like a putty. Why does the left eye not look as pigmented? Having to build this up. Maybe I haven't put enough of that McGrath Labs thing on. The Intensifieyes. Anyway, that's going to have to do. Then we're going to go on with the Patrick Ta Major Volume. I've just been using this by itself. I used to double layer them. But this one in general, like when I double layered it, it didn't sit well. You know, it went all flaky on me. And that's not what you want from a mascara, is it? So, yeah, I've just started putting it on by itself. And I did want to wear my new lipstick by MAC Ruby Woo, but that palette's got some lipsticks in, so it's only right we try a lippy from it as well. Oh, I haven't put anything down on the lash line, so let's do that. And also, we haven't done anything on the inner corner, so let's go in with white. Yeah, that makes a nice inner corner. We'll go in, I think I'm going to mix them, so we'll go in with neutral and aubergine. Aubergine first and then neutral. Oh, that looks nice. So as always, I'm going to go in with this Revolution palette just to clean up a bit. Right, I'm going to put some more gold on. Got mascara on. Right, and now what I need to find is something to put the lip. Right, so fringe straighten. Sorry guys, I got up, checked the camera because I have to check the back of the camera because I don't have a front facing LCD. I've spoken about this before. and I realised it hadn't filmed everything, so it cut out. It cut out just as I was fixing my eyeshadow, so basically putting the gold again all over the lid, so you didn't get to see what I put on the lash line. So I put a mix of aubergine and neutral, and that's what I've got on my lash line at the moment. Then I went in with white on the inner corner, and then the lipstick I used was this orange red, and I didn't think it was going to work out. I really didn't, because I couldn't find a lip brush, so I just used this Morphe one, and it applied really well with it. So that just goes to show you don't have to have the right tools for the right things. And I didn't think I'd like this formula either, so I was saying I'm going to probably use this more often. Yeah, it's got some really nice red tones, and it's got blood red, deep red. I think I might even use these lipsticks here in this week's Shop My Stash, because I haven't pulled any neutrals, and we've got pink, we've got nude. Maybe I'll just pull one or two more out of my collection. Like I said earlier, I think you did hear me say this, but these eyeshadows are like the putty eyeshadows, that gold formula. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of sunken in a little bit, like the putty eyeshadows by Colourpop do. Overall, I think it's a really nice palette. I don't think I could have used that UV yellow and blended it out with that. I wish I would have seen that. And also UV orange and maybe UV red. I don't think I'd use the rest though. I mean, I'd use emerald. So definitely, oh, and also brown. We could have used brown. Definitely, you know, I could do a few more looks with this, and possibly will do when I come round to using it again. But yeah, we're going to use the lips for sure. The face products are my favourite for sure. I'm probably not going to get that much use out of light. Sorry, my hair is in my way. So I'm probably not going to get that much use out of light. I think it is just a finishing powder. Contour and bronze together looks really nice. And I'll try and get a bit more use out of dark. Absolutely love this pink shade here. And I have like mixed and matched these before in the past when I've used it. Like I said, I used it quite a bit last week. So yeah, I went in with lilac by itself and it was too light, so I mixed it with pink, and I could probably mix lilac and red together. So yeah, there's a lot of experimentation within the palette that you can do. I like the fact that it's a book and that it's very slim. It's one of those palettes that you can take on your travels. You just need to take a highlighter because you don't get one within the palette. And this is the overall finished look, guys. I really like it, but maybe when the lipstick comes off, I'm going to put the MAC Ruby Woo on because I want to see what that looks like. I've not actually wore it yet. So when it came, I tried it on just on bare skin. Didn't have any makeup on, and it looked quite nice like that. But yeah, I mean, I want to see what it looks like on the lips. Maybe I'll insert a picture once I'm wearing it. But yeah, I do really like the red lip that I've got on now as well. So thank you for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like and comment. It really does help my channel grow, and I massively appreciate that as well. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me, and it's completely free. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.